But first, the High Court in Dublin has dismissed a challenge by a student from Belfast holding Irish citizenship who wanted a judicial review over her denial of a vote in the Republic's abortion referendum. Roisin Morelli was denied a judicial review on her eligibility to vote because the court accepted that Irish citizenship in itself does not meet the criteria for voting. Her solicitor, Michael Halleron from Madden Finucane's solicitors in Belfast, is on the line. Michael, welcome. Good afternoon, sir.
Thanks, Lawrence.
What did the High Court rule was the basis for eligibility?
Well, the basis of eligibility in relation to voting in referenda, and specifically this referendum, is based on a residence condition. Now, obviously, the case for Roisin was that she's a resident of West Belfast. She felt very passionate, as a lot of people in the island of Ireland do, in relation to this specific issue. And she felt that she had a constitutional right to vote in the referendum. The basis of it being that by virtue of the Irish Constitution and the Good Friday Agreement, all citizens on the island of Ireland are Irish citizens, and it's their entitlement and their birthright, as the Constitution states. The Constitution states that all Irish citizens can vote in Irish referenda, providing they comply with the provisions of law in relation to the elections for members of Dáil Éireann. So that's the specific part or point in which the state were trying to say. The fact that Roisin, who ordinarily resides in Belfast, Northern Ireland, means that she doesn't satisfy that residency condition, and therefore her constitutional right to vote is therefore curtailed because of that. The compliance, as I was saying, is an important point here. The law which relates to the election of members of Dáil Éireann is found in the Electoral Acts. So the Electoral Acts, it's actually primary legislation, not the Constitution. It gives this residency restriction. And basically, the argument is that any legislation which imposes an obligation on an Irish citizen to carry out an act which is impossible through no fault of their own, i.e. Miss Morelli, who lives in West Belfast, she is in no way able to comply with that obligation due to the fact that she doesn't reside there.
So Michael, does this residency requirement also imply that you have to be on the electoral register in the Republic to get a vote in this?
Well, that's the point. To get into the electoral register, you have to be able to vote in Dáil elections.
Yeah.
Now, Miss Morelli, being from West Belfast, can't go into the Dáil elections. But the argument is that she is unable to comply with that obligation. We're saying that the Irish Constitution, Miss Morelli is saying that the Irish Constitution gives her a constitutional right to vote, and any legislation which has been enacted after that, i.e. the Electoral Acts, which gives her this residency restriction, is actually in breach of her constitutional right to vote.
I see.
It's in breach of the Constitution itself, the Good Friday Agreement, and indeed we argue that it's incompatible with the European Court of Human Rights under Article 3, Protocol 1.
But the High Court decision today means that you do not get your day in court to make that argument in a judicial review.
Well, the basis of today, the application was for leave to apply. The basis of that is arguability. The judge was of the opinion that due to the legislation, there wasn't a case to argue. Now, having spoken to Miss Morelli in relation to it, we feel that, and Miss Morelli feels that she does still have a right. Therefore, we're considering at the minute the judgment. But I imagine that there will be an appeal. There's an appeal process where you can leapfrog, as it were, straight to the Supreme Court in relation to this point and appeal the judge's decision today.
And you're likely to go that way, are you?
Yeah.
All right. Thank you very much, Michael. Michael Halleron, Roisin Morelli's solicitor, telling us that they are likely to appeal this decision in the High Court today and to take it further, possibly even directly to the Supreme Court in the South to challenge this claim that she is ineligible to vote in the referendum. And of course, there could be big implications of that for other electoral issues in the South.